It is time for the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, and quite frankly, your boy will be doing a watch party, so feel free to join your boy on that. But let's get into the match card. Women's Elimination Chamber match, it's obviously going to be Becky Lynch. Although I would be interested in two outcomes that aren't going to happen. Imagine if Becky loses in the chamber and they decide to swerve us. It's very unlikely that this will happen. I'll be honest, I prefer this match to be turned into a triple threat as compared to the world title match. I'm sorry, Sammy fans. I myself am one, I don't want it. But imagine if Becky loses and either Bianca wins and wins the title at Mania, or Liv wins and you have Becky, Liv, and Rhea at Mania, and in turn, Rhea still wins. I wouldn't mind it actually if Bianca won, but again, they've teased this for months and months. I was literally there in the arena when they first teased Becky versus Rhea. They're doing Becky versus Rhea. Also, early WrestleMania prediction: Rhea should win. I don't want to hear anything other than Rhea should win. Damian Priest and Finn Balor of the Judgment Day versus Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. I know they have a tag team name. I will not be calling them that. My God, I hate their tag team name so much. Well, I don't hate it. It doesn't. I ain't vibing with it. That being said, Judgment Day is gonna win. I may make some WrestleMania predictions before WrestleMania. Maybe sometime this week, I might make a video on what I would do with the tag team championships, aside from obviously splitting them up. But I could see us doing something a little bit more, that being Judgment Day having to defend their titles twice. Once against DIY, perhaps, maybe, and then the other time, or just in general, if they decide to not do the DIY match. And I prefer this. They set up for Awesome Truth versus the Judgment Day, but before we get to WrestleMania, or even before the show starts for WrestleMania, The Miz gets written off of TV, and someone else takes The Miz's spot as R-Truth's tag team partner. And no, not Damian Priest. Well, that would be a pretty interesting choice. There's someone better for that, but I'm gonna save that for a video later this week. Grayson Waller with a Waller effect alongside Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins, or not Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins, just Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins as we ready up for WrestleMania. Waller is going to get a very loud crowd reaction. He may even be a bit face-esque. That being said, I wouldn't be surprised if we have a face-to-face confrontation with Cody and Seth against The Rock and Roman. I won't be real, I kind of honestly hope we don't get no tag team match. Don't have Seth, the injured man, doing doubles. Don't let The Rock, a man that's not exactly as sturdy as his name would imply. He may be named The Rock, but this man will split himself if you overwork him. Especially when Seth has to do double duty because he has to defend when he has to defend the world title against the winner of the men's chamber match. Just don't. I'll be more interested if we have The Rock in Roman's corner at WrestleMania and Cody has Seth in his corner, even after Seth most likely loses the world title. Then you can have Seth bring in the quote-unquote Cody Avengers, or Cody Vengers. You can have in Jey Uso, you can have Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. You can have a large number of other people come in that have been screwed over by the bloodline. It'd be very interesting sight to see if they decide to have Stone Cold, because I've heard some people talk about what if they bring in Stone Cold to equalize The Rock. Well, if The Rock isn't a double agent, Stone Cold comes out. I don't know, maybe we don't overbook it that much, but hey, I have a little bit of bias towards the option. I wouldn't mind if we did, because I am going to be at at the Royal Rumble, not at WrestleMania. Future me, if you can remember to edit this out, please edit this out. Men's chamber match, Mr. Drew McIntyre. I've heard some people talking about something happening on SmackDown since it was pre-recorded. I am not going to look too much into the results for tomorrow. As of me recording this, it's tomorrow. As of this being uploaded, and maybe today's episode of Friday Night SmackDown. That being said, I don't want anybody but Drew to win. I don't want Sammy to be in the match. at Mania. I don't want it to be a triple threat. I want Seth to win. Not Seth to win. I want Drew to win the chamber, and I want Drew to beat Seth for the title. Point blank, period. No Sami Zayn, no Kevin Owens, no one, none of them. That being said, what should we do for everybody else? It's simple. LA Knight either gets eliminated by or eliminates Logan Paul. Actually, you know what? Here's what you do. LA Knight eliminates Logan Paul. A pissed off Logan Paul takes out LA Knight, and in turn helps him get eliminated. Or you can have LA Knight getting eliminated by Logan Paul, getting his payback on Logan Paul, helping Kevin Owens get the 1-2-3, and you can have an episode of SmackDown where we have Logan Paul versus Kevin Owens, so you can finish that feud up. And you know what? Throw LA Knight versus AJ Styles on that same SmackDown episode, and have us really start building up to a LA Knight versus Logan Paul WrestleMania match. Big money. You already know that Bobby Lashley's fighting with the Final Testament, so yeah. Which leaves Randy Orton. I might make, speaking of making future videos sometime this week, I might make a top 5 people for Randy Orton to face off against at WrestleMania. Spoilers, Solo should not be one of them. Don't put Solo Sikoa in a match against Randy Orton. I don't care whether Randy wins, I don't care if Randy loses. Randy should not lose. With that being said, because all these big wins for Solo have been for nothing, as it seems. That being said, yeah, Drew wins. And then the main event, because of course it is, we're in Australia, and of course you would have the Australian champion win 1 month before WrestleMania. Of course, well, 2 months before WrestleMania. You have Rhea Ripley versus Nia Jax, and as you already heard me just say, it should be Rhea winning. If you thought I was going to say Nia win, you didn't think I was going to say Nia win, or should win, did you? Good. But come the Elimination Chamber, it feels like the major spot of this match is going to be Rhea trying to hit the Riptide. And once she eventually does, it's going to be a 1, 2, 3. Rhea wins, crowd explodes, and that's the Elimination Chamber. Your boy, once again, I'll be going live. Feel free to join us around 11:30 p.m. or 11 p.m. EST. We'll see. I'll be doing a number of things, including playing Fall Guys, having a bit of Smash Brothers, a little bit of money on the line. If y'all could beat my amiibos, first one to do so gets the money, and maybe more. We'll see. But yeah, that's it for now. See y'all.